pour diverses raisons. On ne peut ignorer qu'à la naissance de l'homme, il est entouré de ses proches. Au jour du couronnement de ses exploits intellectuels, il est encore entouré de ses proches. Le jour de son mariage, il est entouré de ses proches. Et même en partant pour le voyage éternel, il est entouré de ses proches. Mais au bout de ce voyage, un seul lui se rapproche. Il se nomme Jésus de Nazareth. C'est lui qui nous fait la promesse en disant « Je suis avec vous tous les jours jusqu'à la fin du monde ». Ainsi donc, en ce qui concerne les différents aspects, l'itinéraire humain, seul Dieu possède le dernier mot. Aujourd'hui, comme nous pouvons le constater, M. Jude Jean-Jacques est entouré de ses proches pour une dernière fois. Membres de la famille éplorée, amis, coroquets, voisins, au nom de l'Église Éden, au nom de ma famille, nous vous souhaitons une sympathique bienvenue en ce service, en ce service de circonstances spéciales. Merci. Pour débuter le programme, vous avez vous lever et chanter au numéro 399 de nos hymnes et louanges. Merci.
« 399, debout s'il vous plaît.
I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. Yes, this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassion never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for him. The Lord is good to those whose hope is in him, to the one who seek him. It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. May the word of God be blessed. And we are going to pray with Brother Abdi.
On a gardé même position pour nous capables de prier pour peut-être nous. Notre bon et tendre Père du haut des cieux, cher doux Sauveur, à la bon ou bon, à la grand ou grand, nous bénis ton Saint et grand nom. Nous qui encore vivons dans nos privilèges et l'opportunité pour nous trouver nous ici, dans le temps ça, pour nous capables de chercher présence. Nous reconnaître ces pécheurs que nous sommes et nous connaissons nos péchés contre eux-mêmes. Nous demandons pardon. Pardonnez-nous, Seigneur. À chaque fois que nous voulons faire bien, c'est mal là qui présentait avant. Et tendance, chair, désir, chandelle là. Et toujours pousser nous pour nous capables de pécher contre nous-mêmes. Mais matin ça, nous couper nous bien bas devant trône de grâce et de miséricorde, Seigneur. Nous humilier nous devant Seigneur matin pour nous demander pardonnez-nous. Pardonnez-nous nos péchés, Seigneur, des péchés nous, des iniquités nous, des transgressions nous. Parfois dans l'ignorance nous, ou regarder nous en tant que peuple qui a connaissance parole ou parfois ou regarder tintin petit ami a fait non regardez yo. Et si nous t'avons des yeux ou bien des oreilles pour nous être capable d'entendre, pour nous être capable de voir, nous avons honte. Et nous avons lorsque le péché fait face à nous-mêmes, nous avons pris les péchés par non. Et nous avons shooté péché. Et nous avons avancé pour nous servir fidèlement en esprit et en vérité. Matin, Seigneur, nous venons avec un cœur attristé. Nous venons avec un cœur, Seigneur, que nous ne pouvons jamais oublier. Ça nous gagne en présence nous là aujourd'hui. Le jeune homme Jude qui laissait un exemple derrière pour chaque jeune et pour chaque grand monde et pour chaque adulte. Comment nous devons préparer vie nous chaque jour. Aujourd'hui, nous vivons. Demain, si Dieu veut, nous ne connaissons pas qui ça va passer. Matin, mando tant pris souple papa, famille en qui derrière. Quel ange protecteur yo. Quel Saint-Esprit capable de prendre position dans la vie aujourd'hui. Comme a dit Job, l'Éternel baille, l'Éternel point, que le nom de l'Éternel soit béni d'éternité en éternité. Oui, nous connaissons la mort, c'est un gain. La mort, c'est une victoire. Mais pour le monde qui est en Jésus-Christ. Matin, Seigneur, famille ça qui est en deuil, famille ça qui a pleuré. Oui, Seigneur, il y a une raison pour pleurer. Parce qu'on dit, il y a un monde qui est bon, il n'est pas jamais pour longue. Et bon, il toujours aller vite. Les n'a posé tête nous question, n'a demandé pour qui ça? Bon yo aller comme ça? C'est parce qu'on a un plan pour yo Seigneur. Ou gen un plan pour yo Seigneur. Et lorsqu'on prend yo, nous-mêmes qui derrière, consolez-nous et préparez-nous parce que nous ne pouvons pas qu'il est tout par nous à priver. Maintenant, bénis la famille David Jean-Jacques. Bénis la famille David. Bénis la famille Saint-Île. Et toutes les autres familles qui ont participation au matin, finira ça, qu'après un dernier hommage. Un dernier hommage à un jeune garçon de 23 ans qui n'est pas facile. Qui n'est pas facile. Côté jeune et adulte, pas qu'à kimbe pleurs qui dans les yeux, Seigneur. Nous demandons tant prix. Bénis congrégation et bénis famille là. Le pasteur qui parle porter un message palpitant d'intérêt pour chacun de nous. Quel message ça? Il n'est pas pour Jude. Il n'est pas pour Jude. Jude souffle déjà dans mes maîtres qui te mettent le sous l'IA. Mais nous-mêmes qui sommes encore vivants, le message là parle pour nous reconnaître, pour nous poser cette question, que dois-je faire pour avoir la vie éternelle? Et vous déjà par exemple qui ça pour nous faire. Aidez-nous lorsque nous acceptons comme son sauveur personnel pour nous marcher avec le Seigneur chaque jour. Bénis le prédicateur, le pasteur de cette église. Vous le lèverez avec le charbon ardent de ton autel. Et message qu'elle va délivrer à Pepsa qui est encore derrière, capable d'entendre et pratiquer parole ça yo, et changer vie yo, puis capable de marcher avec vous-même pour le temps et pour l'éternité. Nous vous remercions pour tout ce qu'on fait pour nous, pour ça continuer à faire pour nous encore davantage. Une fois de plus, bénis famille, nous demandons toute grâce à vous. Au nom de Jésus, lui qui vit et qui règne dès maintenant, au siècle des siècles. Amen. La paix de Dieu avec vous tous.
Mesdames, Mesdemoiselles et Messieurs, parents et amis affectés, pour économiser du temps, je voudrais vous dire que nous n'aurons pas à citer les noms. Pour cela, nous voudrions demander à tous les intervenants de suivre le programme tel qu'il est. There will be no changes in the outline of the program, and no name will be called. Therefore, all participants are to follow the program carefully and be ready for their turn. Merci beaucoup.
grâce infinie, oh quel beau don pour moi pécheur qui croit. J'étais perdu, j'ai le pardon, aveugle mais je vois. Il m'a sauvé et libéré, mon Dieu, mon sauveur m'a racheté. Sa grâce coule comme la pluie, amour immense, grâce infinie.
Il m'a sauvé.
Il m'a sauvé et libéré, mon Dieu, mon sauveur m'a racheté. Sa grâce coule comme la pluie, amour immense, grâce infinie. La grâce a mis la crainte en moi et m'en a délivré. Oh grâce précieuse à ma foi, lorsque j'irai céder. Il m'a sauvé et libéré, mon Dieu, mon sauveur m'a racheté. Sa grâce coule comme la pluie, amour immense, grâce infinie.
Il m'a sauvé.
M'a sauvé et libéré, mon Dieu, mon sauveur m'a racheté. Sa grâce coule comme la pluie, amour immense, grâce infinie.
Il m'a sauvé.
Il m'a sauvé et libéré, mon Dieu, mon sauveur m'a racheté. Sa grâce coule comme la pluie, amour immense, grâce infinie. Il m'a sauvé et libéré,
Allô, allô. Je voulais dire tout le monde merci qui vient là pour nous pour Dieu. Première fois, je me rencontre avec Gilles. The first time when I met Jude was from playing basketball. And we would always play from like 2 p.m. till sundown. And then the first time I really knew like he was my friend, it was this day that I was hungry after we were done playing basketball. I didn't have $1 in my pocket. And Jude had $3. And then we walked to McDonald's. He got 1 burger for him and 1 for me. And from that day, I looked at him like he was my brother. And every time we would go out, I'd always tell him, bro, I got you. Don't worry about it. He would say, thank you. But he don't know like what that meant to me that moment. And the day that he passed away, I met up with him the night before. And we were just talking for like, he just got off work. I could tell he was tired. And the next day, I was at work. I got 3 calls. 1 from his brother, 1 from Merlandi, and 1 from his cousin. I didn't pick it up because I was working. But as soon as I called someone back and they asked me, did I hear the news? Like my mind instantly hit Jude. And then I called David and he told me what happened. Like, it felt like I got hit. Like they took something away from me. Jude was really precious. He meant a lot to me, man. I for real lost a brother that day. And I just want to tell everyone thanks for being here. And that's what I have to say.
Hello, hello. Hey guys. I've never done this before. So like growing up, me and my brother Jude's relationship was crazy. So everybody in the family knew us for our strong bond and also how much we fought. Like, we could go 6 months without talking to each other, but if anything happened to one of us, we would jump on each other and have each other's back and forget about the fight like it never happened. And that was, I love that relationship with my brother because it was all based on love. Whatever happened after, like whatever happened before, we can always squash it and focus on what was really going on. Like, I always saw it like it was us 3 against the world. And when I found out that morning, it was like a third of me was taken from me. And it was a nightmare that I didn't want to wake up from. I didn't know what to do, how to react. I still don't know how to react right now. I'm kind of in shock, but I just see that like everybody who knew Jude, everyone whoever met him, got in contact with him, just for a second, they saw like how great of a person he was, from just how he carried himself, his jokes. He always had people laughing or feeling good about themselves and just joking around. He was a great soul to be around, and an amazing brother, an amazing soul, a great comedian, and his jokes were always killer.
Hi. So, I'm Jennifer. I'm Jude's little sister. Our relationship was like what you expect with little sisters and older brothers. Oh. I was like, I'd knock on his door just to annoy him at random times of the day, tell him little things that didn't matter, or just call him up randomly. Hello? And, that's our relationship. Jude was a really great brother, and he was so smart, although I'd never really tell him that in person. He was a great person. He was always making me laugh, always telling jokes, and I knew I could knock on his door whenever just to get a good laugh from him. And so when we found out that morning, it was really hard.
Hello? I remember Jude, cousin, he was really great with kids. I remember when we were kids, me and my cousin Rose Laura, for the summer, we had no options. Like, it was automatically go to Miami and babysit Jude, Jennifer, and Junior. We had no choice. And it was like the best moment. I remember that one time, my cousin Rose Laura, she was pushing Jude on the three-wheeler. And I'm like, oh, I want to push Jude. So when it came time for me to push Jude, he got off the bike and he's like, oh, you're not pushing me fast enough. So I'm like, no, Jude, I want to push you. I want to push you, cuz. And he's like, no, you're not pushing me fast enough. So me and my cousin had to switch clothes. So I was hurt, because I was hurt. I'm like, damn, why my cousin won't let me push me? So we traded clothes so I can push him. And, I remember being there for him, and he used to watch my kids. He was so good with my kids. When I say good with my kids, he was good. I used to ask Junior and Jennifer to babysit my kids. They'll, have an excuse, but I can always count on Jude. I can always count on Jude, and I can always count on him, to ask me for here and there. Oh, all right, fine. Babysit my kids, and you got $10. Oh, I'll never forget that. I'm never, never, never going to forget that. Jude was just so, he loved the family. He was supposed to be there with us for this Thanksgiving dinner that we had planned going on for November. And I asked him, yo, cuz, we're doing a Thanksgiving dinner for the youth generation family. Can you come? You're a comedian. We wanted you to do a stand-up night. And he was like, cool, I'm down. Tell me when the date is. And he was supposed to come, and I was like, there's no Thanksgiving no more because he's not here. And we're always going to miss you, Jude. Jude, I'm going to miss you, so much. I'm going to miss those Saturday nights when we used to have movie nights. I'm going to miss those times when you used to come and bother me and get on my nerves for $10. I'm going to miss all that. I will never forget it. You'll forever be in my heart. I'm going to forever love you, cousin. Always.
I remember the last time I saw Jude, it was me and my sister. We went to buy something, and it was Jude and Auntie. They went to buy something also. And when I used to come visit, my English wasn't good, so he used to try to speak broken down Creole. And then he said, because I've been practicing my Creole, now we can speak Creole now. And every time I saw him, he always had a joke. Even if you had a bad day, if you went into Jude, he's going to put you in a good mood and make you laugh. That's for sure.
I'll be honest, guys, like, I really didn't even process this until I got here today. Man, me and Jude were stuck together. You know, we grew up together. We literally one week apart. Right? Yeah, he's my cousin, but that was my brother. Grew up together, shared laughs together, had memories together. We fought, played basketball together, do a lot of other things together, stayed with me. We shared clothes, everything, right? You know, this was a dude who could literally light up a dark room, right? Just with his personality, his persona, his charisma, his jokes, his smile. And one thing about Jude, he loved his family. He always wanted to be around his family. And to just, you know, not have him with us right now, it hurts. It hurts. But I really want everybody in here who is family, take a look at these faces, because it should not take a moment like this for all of us to come together. It shouldn't. Cherish the people around you. Cherish the people in your family. You never know who's next. Seriously. You want to be able to enjoy these moments. Not this one in particular. Even if it's just picking up the phone and calling somebody, asking, are you okay? Did you eat? How's your day going? It's the little things that count. I love this man with all my heart. But I want everyone to understand this is a celebration of life. So once again, guys, please, I'm begging you, if you are family, get to know each other, exchange numbers, talk, have dinners, have family gatherings. I love each and every one of you.
So one thing about Jude, when we moved down to Cape Coral, he always repped Miami. Like, even before he passed, he always repped Miami was his home. So one more time, we're going to say this for Jude. 305.
Dade County.
Dade County till you die.
Dade County 305 for Jude, always.
305.
305.
I just want to say, because I always loved Jid, and from every achievement here on out, it's for me and him. That's all. Thank you.
Je dis bonjour à tout le monde. C'est un moment qui est très difficile. Comment ça qui n'a pas dit? Jude is like my little brother or my son. Because the way he was acting, every time I saw him, Jude always smiled. There's no one day I can tell Jude was mad. Jude always happy, always laughing. As soon as you see Jude, it's the smile that you see in his face. People were Jude c'est souriant. Vous pas lancer sourire. Je vois photo ça et là. C'est comme ça, je dis. Je dirais même monde. Une fois, moi, madame, moi, j'ai sister Inès, elle délivre ces marchandises de bois, les acheté. C'était, j'ai toujours là, Kylie. Il dit, madame, moi, à l'autre bois, j'ai de là. À ce nous paraît, il faut être là, pour même qui part n'importe là, il faut David là, Jennifer là, c'est juste qui paraît. Il embrasse madame, moi, il bat la main, il bat me nous parler, il vient prendre baillot dehors. Semaine avant de mourir. On a parlé, je vais toujours faire blague, depuis que je joue avec lui, quand je joue basketball, je joue petit boule moins, je toujours pour l'inside, je parle avec lui, comment on peut comporter lui. Toujours dit oui, oui. She was a very, very good young man. Very good young man. Et on a parlé avec lui, mon pas de moi. He told us in December he's gonna move to Miami, to his auntie house. And I appreciate you so much. I love you so much. I love Jude. Naturally, I love Jude. And he knows that. He said, Uncle Jimmy, I'm from Miami. Quand il me dit, why by Miami, Jude? Why by Miami? Because Jude is the one, Jude in Claridge. It's the two young men we have long conversation. When we meet each other, we talk a lot. Me and Jude and Claridge. Jude a expliqué, il parle Miami, il parle continuer carrière comédie, because he's a comedian. You're a comedian, yeah. And I performer. Yeah, he said, I perform so many times. I'm going to see the videos. You can see. I was like, okay. And right away, he sent my wife some videos. I said, Jude, vous connaissez chrétien, you're Christian. Donc, okay? Il dit, je ne vais pas faire des choses qui ne sont pas bonnes, je n'ai pas besoin de faire. Je vais faire une vidéo pour voir est-ce qu'il me fait des choses qui ne sont pas bonnes. Pour montrer comment Jude was so kind, so respectful. Il veut une vidéo pour nous voir quand il a performé. Et une vidéo, il montre nous, depuis que madame nous couché, m'a appris comment Jude a performé, comment elle a fait jokes sur maman, elle a fait papa. I was like, when I received the news, Jude dead, I was like, I'm shocked. I was like, what? Jude avec un seul, c'est deux personnes qui frappent plus dur dans la vie. Moi, je connais Jude, parce que Jude toujours parlé. Depuis que j'ai joué basketball, when he go play basketball, I go play soccer at the same park. As soon as he see me, he left everybody. He come to me. It doesn't matter. He's playing with his friend, with his class. He don't care. He's coming to me. As soon as he see me, he's coming. Whatever I'm venu pour venir saluer, moi venir me hug. Tellement je dis respecte le monde de remercier. Nous n'avons pas parlé de Gilles, de bon télé, dans la famille, je me suis pas parler de lui-même. Tellement j'étais un petit monde qui était vraiment respecté le monde. Moi personnellement comment je respecté moi. My message today for all the young people in the audience. You don't know when your door is going to be knocked, when someone's going to come on your door, when the death is coming to you. Get your life together. Get your life together. Because a week before his death, I saw him. We talked. We have a long conversation. And for the last time, I was going to see you. So you don't know when it's going to be your last time, or your last day. take God very seriously in your lives. God bless you all.
Jude Jean Jacks was born on Sunday, March 3rd, 1996, at Jackson Memorial Hospital. Little did everyone know in the room, a comedian was born. From a young age, Jude was a goofball and always smiling and having fun in class. Jude attended Oak Grove Elementary from 1st to 4th grade with me and his partner in crime, Christopher, who was his younger cousin. And then after 4th grade year, Jude transferred over to W.J. Bryan because Christopher and Jude got in trouble so much. He stayed there with Sister Jennifer until we moved to Cape Coral in 2006.
He started his middle school years at Challenger Middle School, where he met his best friend Shiloh. Someone he told us many times he was like a brother to me. He had many friends there due to being the charismatic person he was. In 2010, Jude got baptized here at Eden Seventh-day Adventist Church. He decided to get baptized after a summer with our Aunt Nova in Miami. Even as an adult, Jude spoke about God with others, including neighbors. Jude also, he was really talented, multi-talented, actually. While taking art class in school, he found out he was great at drawing. Jude also loved to take things apart and put them back together because he was just so curious about everything. Like, he just loved how things work and finding that out. During that time, he also spoke about playing football, and he had hoped to join the football team in high school.
After Challenger, Jude went to Ida Baker High School. Although he didn't make the football team and become the star player, he was known by everyone for his personality. He was a true pleasure to be around because of his smiles and laughs that came with his presence. The teachers loved him just as much and enjoyed having him in their class. Jude did criminal justice program at Baker, which made him a well-versed in law and justice system. Jude was remarkably smart. He researched any topic that he was able to work on a car simply from watching YouTube videos. Jude loved playing basketball every week with his friends at the local parks. Jude graduated Ida Baker High School May 2014.
After high school, Jude decided that his career would be a comedian. Jude went against the grain and strived for his goal. It wasn't always his career choice, though. First, he wanted to be a football player, and then a basketball player, and a lawyer. And then he would tell my parents, just for them, that he wanted to be a pastor. But that was just to make them happy. Jude devoted hours of his time studying comedians such as Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, which was his favorite, Ricky Smiley, and many other greats before him. He wrote jokes daily and created scripts. He even started going to comedy clubs and performed his sets on stage. With constant prayers and God by his side, he was capable of achieving his goal. Fast forward, before his passing, he was on a first-place winning streak at the Laughing Comedy Club. Yeah, first place, all the time. Yeah. Jude was ready to kickstart his journey and move to Miami. Jude was incredibly smart, respectful, and brought happiness and laughter to every room he entered. Each person he came into contact with had a laugh because of him. He was pragmatic and prudent, an overall well-rounded individual. He was an amazing son, brother, cousin, and friend. Jude won't be forgotten and will always be remembered as a genuine soul and will remain in our hearts forever.
Esquisse biographique de Jude Jean-Jacques. Ici, des époux David et Honorine et Neige Jean-Jacques, le 3 mars 1996, à Jackson Memorial Hospital de Miami, Jude était le deuxième fils de la famille. Dès sa tendre enfance, il s'est signalé déjà par son sourire, qui appartenait à toute la famille. Il entama ses études primaires à Oak Grove École élémentaire, accompagné de son grand frère Junior et son cousin Chris. Il s'est resté jusqu'à la 4e année, puis il s'est rendu à W.G. Brown Elementary, où il passa seulement 1 an, car la famille devrait laisser Miami pour s'établir à Cape Coral en 2006. Là, il continuait ses études primaires à Challenger Middle School, où il rencontrait son meilleur ami Shiloh, qu'il considérait comme un frère. Élevé dans une famille chrétienne, Jude ne tarda pas à comprendre l'importance du baptême évangélique. C'est ainsi qu'en 2010, il scella son alliance avec son Sauveur et se fit baptiser à l'église du 7e jour d'Éden de Fort Myers. Jude continuait ses études secondaires à Ida S. Barker High School et il resta jusqu'à la graduation en mai 2014. Élevé, il a été plaisant, très plaisant. Professeurs et camarades de classe aimaient sa compagnie. En sa présence, c'est le rire jusqu'à décrocher la mâchoire. Il aimait le football, le basketball, mais après sa graduation, il a opté de devenir un comédien. Il commençait déjà à admirer des grands comédiens tels que Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, Ricky Smiley et beaucoup d'autres grands comédiens. Il commençait déjà à écrire des blagues et autres scénarios comiques qu'il esquissait dans des clubs comiques à la satisfaction de tous. Il a été classé en première position dans sa dernière performance au club comique qu'il a fréquenté. Il a planifié de se rendre à Miami chez sa tante Niva pour poursuivre ses études dans la comique, plan qui ne réalisait jamais. Jude était un génie, pour ne pas dire un autodidacte. C'est un qui a essayé de ranger machine sans pas une personne qui montrait ranger machine. À chaque fois machine il y a un problème, il allait sur YouTube, il rangeait machine. Et me songe dernière fois me rencontré, il levé, il dit les mêmes, nous sommes gros mécaniciens, quand il y a ranger machine même j'avoue. Moi parce que vous sont businessman, moi je viens en Haïti pour nous faire business ensemble. Cependant, à peine commencé à briller, qu'il ferma subitement les yeux le dimanche 11 octobre 2020, seulement à l'âge de 24 ans. À ses parents et mères, Monsieur David et Honorine Jean-Jacques, né David, à ses frères et sœurs, Dessalines, Junior et Jennifer Jean-Jacques, à sa grande-mère Délivrance David, né Saint-Île, à ses tantes, Madame Niova Jean-Jacques et famille, Madame Roselaire Antoine, né David et famille, Madame Merveilleux Joseph, né David et famille, Madame Naomi Gilmis, née David et famille. Madame Claire Servius, née David et famille. Madame Myrlande Mathieu, née David et famille. Et Marie David. À ses oncles, agronome Michel David et famille, Monsieur Jean Lemaire David et famille, Zacharie David et famille, Jérémie David et famille, Monsieur Adni Joseph, Monsieur Wilfried Mathieu, Monsieur Larsen Gilmis et Monsieur Odili Servillis. À ses nombreux cousins et cousines, Roselot Innocent, Kensonia Stewart, Lorna Boucher, Kendall et Kenson Fenelus, William et Lazare Antoine, Merlandi Walford, Verandi, Andler et Andelaine Joseph. Vanessa et Stéphanie Noël, Kiana Charles, Wood Merly, Chelsea, Wood Kendley, Rubensky, Sabrina et Saïka David. Christopher, Johnson, Valence, Jean-Jacques, Lovens, Laïka, Elwood, Richie, Ashley, Lucina, Tracy et Samira David. Ashton Mathieu, Chimeldine, Clawedge, Clawendi et Clinton Servillis. Sherla, Carlos et Karine David. Magdala, Merla, Marjorie, Doster, Michael et Mildine David. À ses grands-tantes et oncles, Exante Saint-Île et famille, Géota Saint-Île et famille, famille Marc Saint-Île, Loramine Saint-Île, Amunio Saint-Île, famille Marguerite Saint-Île, famille Delamar Saint-Île, famille Cléantis et Magloire Saint-Île et Justin Saint-Île. À ses nombreux amis spéciaux, à son meilleur ami Chilo, aux familles Jean-Jacques, Saint-Île, David, Jean-Baptiste, Bernard et Toussaint, et à tous les parents et familles affligés par ces deuils, la grande famille de l'Église adventiste du 7e jour en général et l'Église adventiste d'Éden de Fort-Myers en particulier, vous transmettre les plus touchantes expériences, condoléances. Merci à tous.
Dear parents, brothers and sisters, friends and relatives, in times like these, no human words are great enough to treat your pain and your sadness. However, a word from Jesus is sufficient since he is the one who knows what is best for us. This morning, the person God will use as his vessel to bring the words of comfort is Pastor Abner Laurent. Pastor Laurent is well known to the community and the family. As a matter of fact, Jude was a child at Jerusalem when Pastor Laurent was this church pastor. Right after the special selection by Graceful Harmony, The next voice you will be hearing is the voice of God to Pastor Lawrence. May God comfort all of you.
He sees the tears you cry, and he shares your pain inside, and sometimes you wonder why he allows you to go through what you go through. Just know he has his hands on you. Your days are filled with dark clouds, even when the sun is out. And from the top of your lungs you shout, will there ever be a change? What shall I do? Just know he has his hands on you. He has his hands on you. He says he'll see you through. When you cry, he's holding you. So just lift your head up high. He will provide. Just know he has his hands on you. Just know he has his hand on you. Just know he has his hands on you.
Mami Inez, Papi Da, Jen, Junior, brothers and sisters, Israel is in pain. La communauté adventiste connaît des moments de douleur indescriptible. I wish I can explain to you that the loss of your son is not only your loss. We all share the pain. That's our son. In this box, that's our son. And everyone gathered in this place has a story to tell. Everyone about our son Jude. I can even see him again as he was growing up. Nice boy, handsome boy. I remember Jude very well. And about the same time when I left Jerusalem, you left Miami. And I was elated to hear that he has something about Miami no one could take away. And let me tell you, when Miami heard that Jude was gone, everyone was in shock. No one could believe that so early in the day it would be time for him to depart this place we call earth. Le psalmiste, au chapitre 137 du livre des psaumes, dans des coups puissants et forts de pinceau, décrit la douleur qu'Israël ressentit quand, au fort de l'exil, yo pas de kawè, présence bon Dieu ça. Ils ont entendu parler de la douceur, de la beauté de ce Dieu bienveillant. Mais au fond de la douleur, ils senti cœur yo a enlisé dans un trou noir. Et ils pas capable de comprendre que même dans le fait noir, lumière de la bonté de Dieu demeure inextinguible. C'est si difficile quand on doit saluer le départ so early de fils comme your son, our son, Jude. The youth is in pain. Though we should not be here, so many of us, but they could not help it. They just could not help it. We often say, Elder David, God knows, God understands, and God is able to change things around. But when we are stricken so heavily, when the time comes when everything around us seems to stumble down, and we wonder, but les gens moun nan Bible da, les gens yon vaillant garçon nan Bible. One of the greatest prophets in the Old Testament, Prophet Jeremy, had his share of pain. And he said it in the Bible, in Lamentation 3. Il commence, il dit, if I should take time to put down on a piece of paper what I had to go through, I would be the most miserable man on earth. If I had to give you the count of so many heartaches, if I have to spend time reflecting, thinking of my lot, words would not be enough to give you the count of my misery. Il dit, je suis un homme qui a vu la misère. J'ai mangé le pain de la misère.
And sometimes when we hear about misery, quickly we think about lack of money. No, that was not the real problem. The man went through suffering. The man had his heart pounding inside his chest in so many ways, in so many times. If you and I were in his place, we would be dumbfounded. We would have so much against us. Il déclare au 15e chapitre de son livre, Jérémie chapitre 15, à partir de verset 10, he had to admit, he said, Mom, you gave me birth, but what good was it for me? Because everyone is against me. I do not borrow people's money, neither I loan people. Vous connaissez, l'on prête moun l'argent, même j'en prête, ou prête l'argent moun, ou bien on prête moun l'argent, c'est un problème, vous mettez tête tout. Tous les deux pas bon pour vous. Prêtez moun nan lè yo, il pas konon. Il pas vle faire face à vous pour pas demander l'argent. Ou prêtez nan mais moun nan tout, il pense c'est reste avec lui. You must follow whatever you want because you owe him money. You are a slave. But Jeremiah said, I do not loan people's money. I don't have people's money. And neither did I give money. Did I let people have my money? Let people have my money. Neither one happened. Et pourtant, personne ne parle wem. That's cruelty, mental cruelty. Personne ne parle wem. Et pour mon wem, c'est manger ou vle manger. Jeremiah. And we remember, because we're students of the Bible, we remember Jeremiah did not beg for that position. When God called him into ministry, he said, no, I have even problems speaking. It's not for me, I'm a child. That's not for me. But the Lord, when he wants what he wants, he knows, and you cannot just escape. You must do accordingly. Il devait servir le Seigneur. Il ne pouvait pas se soustraire à la pressante demande du Seigneur. Il s'offre volontiers. Mais sa misère était palpable. Des gens lui en voulaient. Des personnes à qui il ne faisait aucun mal dressaient le talon contre lui-même. Yo jeté dans citerne, dans puits. Il pas de l'eau, mais il était plein la boue là-dedans. Yo fait, il faux prophète l'Anania, il frappait m'ché parce qu'il était le pouvoir des dôles. He has his share of pain and suffering. Et c'est pour ça qu'il dit là nous regarder dans Lamentation chapitre 3. Il dit, quand je pense, verset 19, quand je pense à ma détresse et à ma misère, à l'absinthe et au poison, quand mon âme s'en souvient, elle est abattue au-dedans de moi. What am I going to do? How can I change this situation? I did not make it up. I did not contribute to it. This is what had come my way. Plaigner, parler, prendre la fuite, prendre exil. Nothing would help my situation. And he said, I found a medication. I found a way to alleviate my burden. I have discovered is not through analyzing my problems, meditating on my misery, that I'm going to have things turn around. Moi découvrir que confiez-moi, espérer en Dieu, c'est le plus grand remède qui existait. Of course, none of us wishes to live through this ordeal. None of us. Mais through it all, quel que soit Jean bagay la hier, li toujours gagne une leçon, bon Dieu toujours une raison, parce que bon Dieu toujours présent. La Bible a dit nous, l'air du déluge, bon Dieu était là, il chita sur trône. Bon Dieu pas jamais pas là. Li pas gagné un brin de cheveux qui est capable de tomber dans la tête nous. Que bon Dieu pas ouais. Now the question that beg asking, if God were there, if he knew that our son was going to close his eyes, why didn't he prevent that from happening? C'est question ça n'a gagné. And let me tell you, this is your question. This is going to be my question. It's going to be everyone's question. I remember when I was growing up, grand moi toujours qu'on a dit, c'est moun qui gagne qui perdu. Et nous tous qui là qui gagne. Sooner or later, soit nous-mêmes nous perdons avant nous perdus, that we are gone to the cemetery before our children, ou bien nous enterrer. Je dis c'est tout pas ou da. Je dis c'est vous-même. Bien que nous tous nous l'avons, nous tous nous sentons douleur, nous tous souffrir ensemble avant. Mais nous tous reconnaître que souffrance pour là pas qu'à comparer avec pas nous. Je dis c'est vous-même. Demain si Dieu veut, c'est nous-mêmes. But bien heureux, moun qui comprennent que les problèmes ont multiplié grâce bon Dieu dépassé yo tout. Bon Dieu connaît comment pour guérir les blessures. Maybe you are wondering, what are you going to do? What is the solution to this? But our God, pas jamais manqué provision pour petit. Et c'est ça qui fait, Jérémie dit, beauté bon Dieu, renouvelez-les every single morning. God who allows your son to depart so young will provide, will heal your heart, though you will never forget your child. That is impossible. But God knows how to address this matter. You don't need to be asking more questions that you have asked before, that every one of us had asked before. We know that our Lord is the healer. Our God is the great provider. There are things today that we cannot explain. We just put it away. It is a mystery. Why? And why? We say, my God, I know you know. And in the bright morning, those of us who have lost children, mother, precious family members, we say, my Lord, you know. And in this, the first sound of the trump of God, when I rise to meet my Lord in the air, I will see my beloved mother, my lovely son or daughter, and we will be there forever and ever. The history is told, and it's not a fable, something made up by humankind. There's this man. Many of you must have heard about this story. He was a prominent lawyer in Chicago. His name is Horatio Spafford. Nous tout entendez ça, c'est lui-même qui auteur One Piece Like a River. Whatever, my Lord, you have taught me to say, it is well with my soul. Qu'est-ce qui t'est révélé? En 1871, 19th century, 1871, Il était un petit garçon qui était 4 ans. 4 ans, only 4 years. Mama, mothers and fathers, you know, 4 years, it's like, that's a lifetime. When you have a child, 4 years. Et puis, tout le monde a tombé, il mourit. 1871. 1872, the next year, the big fire stroke. Et tout gros bien, tout gros caille, il était gagné, il fait à brûler tout bagaille ça. 1873, 3 years, 3 ans d'affilée. One, pam, pam, pam. 1873. Il voyait madame li dans des vacances en Europe avec 4 petits moun yo te gagné. Vacation time. He was so busy, he could not go on that same day. But mom and 4 children, they left for Europe. But they had fait, dans le mi-temps la mer, bâtiment coulé. 4 petits moun mouri. Maman seulement qui était. Il fait des marches l'aller pour joindre madame li pour retourner. Là, il tourne un petit bureau, son cabinet d'avocat fut brûlé, réduit en cendres. Il ne vient pas gagner, ni relais, ni répondre. Il dit, madame, alors madame t'es là, il peut dire, Timounio, il peut dire tout bien, il t'a gagné. Lui seulement avec madame là qui était. Et c'est là ça, dans mi-temps d'hiver, tribulation. Dans mi-temps ouragan, affliction. C'est là ça, he had the brightest idea. And he said, my Lord, you have told me, you have taught me that through it all, through heartaches and pain and suffering and misery, you have taught me to say, it is well with my soul. Aye, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly when faith comes in place. Là que vous capable camper, les bagaille yo bon, qui moun qui pas danser, les a fait l'argent, qui moun qui pas chanter, les a fait petite, qui moun qui pas voltiger. When everything seems to fall in place. But it takes courage and faith. It takes trust in the goodness of the Lord. It takes a life lived according to God's will, that you can say, though you are taking your precious son to the cemetery, you cry, because that is human. Our Lord cried, la Bible dit, ce verset nous dit qu'il picoute dans la Bible là, Jésus pleura. There is nothing wrong with crying when pain is eating our heart up. But ça seulement nous pas que pouvoir pour nous faire. Nous-mêmes, those of us who believe, who trust the Lord, we have no liberty to cry endlessly. No. We leave it into the hand of the Lord. My Father, I know you know, and I know you are able. I trust you to the end. I lay my burden at your feet, at the foot of the cross, and I know you will carry me through. I know you will heal my wounds. You know how to change things. Today, I'm swimming in pain, but tomorrow you will make the sun shine again. La Bible dit, il serait bon d'attendre en silence le secours de l'Éternel. C'est ce que Jérémie déclare. Il est bon d'attendre en silence le secours de l'Éternel. And to finish that, Nez, I'm going to tell you 2 things to finish. Nous pas connaît. Why God allows this in so many ways, we do not know. But deux bagailles nous connaît. Ça qui est plus important dans la vie, nous-mêmes qui parents, les vrais parents, les vrais mother et vrais father, plus grande richesse, n'a demandé pour petit nous, c'est que petit nous reste dans le chemin pour aller dans le ciel. Ça c'est plus grande richesse, nous besoin. Pas bien que petit moi docteur, petit moi avocat, okay, of course it's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. Mais nous, ça qui est plus important pour nous, c'est que petit nous aille dans le ciel. Bon Dieu qui connaît. Don't we say so often, oh God, if you know I'm going to go astray, I'm going to depart from your will, prends vie moi aujourd'hui. Moi, j'aime de tout pour nous dire ça. Si vous connaissez pas pour aller dans le ciel, si je dois vivre one more year, or 10 or 20 or whatever, if you know, dans mes temps réjouissance, m'après quitter, m'après maudit non l'Éternel, prends qu'on y a. C'est ça nous dit chrétien. Bon Dieu connaît qu'il est pour petit li. Assez yon. Deuxième bagaille da. Inès et anti, brothers and sisters, deuxième bagaille. Il gon perte qu'on fait. Ou pas jamais give up. Parce qu'on a besoin de petit tout. À cause du fait que you want to meet your son again, you're going to stay so close to God. You're going to let him direct your life. You're going to tell Father, may your will be done in my life. Because my precious child, the one who is gone so soon in life, I want to be with my son again. And in that beautiful and glorious day, those days, there will never stop, no end to the beautiful life that we're going to live together. Da, Nes, à nous faire rendez-vous, nous. That's my son too. N'a faire rendez-vous, nous, pour nous meet Jude again. When we will laugh forever, we will sing endlessly. We will praise the mighty name of God, knowing that he knew what he was doing when he called home his precious child. Que bon Dieu bénisse nous.
Nous devons être au cimetière à 1h. Donc, il y a un léger changement dans le programme. Après les mots de remerciement, les mots de remerciement au nom de toutes les familles par l'ancien Mathieu, pour quelques minutes, quelques 2 minutes, nous chanterons le chant final, 394, un seul couplet. 394, font-il bailler moi, mesdames, ouais. 394, contemplez mon Dieu sur son trône, après les mots de remerciement, et puis le chant final pour la sortie, ce sera par l'artiste Ariel et le groupe à la fin pour la sortie. Maintenant, à Saint-Mathieu, allez.
La famille Jean-Jacques, m'en charge de vous remercier pour vos prières, vos supports financiers. Et je m'a dit que nous sommes continuer à prier pour eux. Parce que dans le moment, ça, il a besoin un peu de prière. Je continue à remercier tout le monde qui est sorti de près et de loin pour venir supporter dans le moment difficile. Ça. Je dis nous merci un peu. At this time, the Jean-Jacques family, thanks everybody for coming to support them in this difficult time, difficult moment. All they asking you to continue pray for them with your prayer they will go forward. Après, nous finissons tout le merci. Nous sortis dans la barrière, dans le cimetière là, nous avons retourné ici là. Pendant que nous avons conduit, et famille là, quelque chose pour offrir nous. Pendant que nous avons voiture nous, préparer pour nous aller avec lui. After the burials, we're coming back here to fellowship with the family. Thank you. May God bless you all.
Debout, s'il vous plaît.
Contemple mon Dieu sur son trône, vivre avec Jésus dans le ciel. J'étais à ses pieds ma couronne. C'est là le bonheur éternel. Dans le ciel, dans le ciel. Vivre avec Jésus dans le ciel. Dans le ciel. Dans le ciel, c'est là le bonheur éternel.
Prions le Seigneur. Notre Dieu, notre Père, Dieu de consolation. Après s'être encouragé par des mots de réconfort de la part de ton serviteur, tandis que nous allons nous rendre au cimetière pour la dernière partie du service funèbre, que tu nous diriges, que tu nous conduises avec ta paix dans nos cœurs et assistés par des anges puissants. Nous t'en prions au nom de Jésus. Amen. You may be sitting. Shalom, funeral.
The biggest question this morning is why? Au nom du ministère, Oubé Fait-il, le CEO, Madame Raymond Fontil, la directrice, et au nom de tous les employés de Shalom Funeral Chapelle, je voudrais présenter toutes nos sincères sympathies à la famille Jean-Jacques et à toutes les autres familles, amis, éprouvées par le départ de ce jeune Jude Jean-Jacques. Et maintenant, nous voulons faire comprendre, nous te prenons Jude comme famille, nous te prenons soin de lui, tant qu'il était un membre de la famille. Là. Et maintenant, c'est le moment de présenter les fleurs pour la circonstance. Et nous allons commencer là. Merci avec Pathfinder qui pourra l'assister nous. Nous allons commencer dans le point de ça. Et premier fleur qui sortit dans mes sœurs, Jennifer, I love you and may you rest in peace in God's loving arms. Is this one here? To my left, may your soul rest in peace, Reverend Dr. Philip Severus and family. Second to the left, I love you, boy. I will miss you greatly, your brother Junior. On the floor, it's from George Gabriel and Mike, with deepest sympathy and prayer for the family, as we have the last flowers from Mom and Dad. En signe, n'a pas fait ça, en signe, n'a demandé tout le monde camper, prendre deux mains, comme si nous supporter. Regardez, levez-moi, faites ça. Let me show you. Everybody please stand up while we're doing that. Levez main et nous lui dit, from mom and dad, avec profond regret, Saint-Tu Marie, n'a dit ou adieu, ou toujours été dans cœur nous, que bon Dieu prenne l'amour à demain. Rest in peace, son. May God bless you all. Until next time. Que bon Dieu garde nous safe. Et maintenant, nous avons un privilège pour nous faire place avec Miss Fontil, notre directeur, pour suite nécessaire. May God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you to every single one of you for being here this morning, paying your respect and your love to the family. With all these people here, I can see Jude was a loving young man. And I know you are hurting. And you will be hurting for a while because you cannot touch him. You can't see him. And you definitely won't be able to speak with him, not physically. But he lives. He lives in every single one of you that is here. As long as you're alive, mommy, daddy, brothers and sisters, as long as they're alive, he's alive. You can talk to him in your quiet, special time, mommy. Ou ka pale avec Jude, nan le ou, nan tan ou, même le li pa la physiquement pour moyen li, m konnen douleur difficile, but nan le pa ou, mommy, avec daddy, nou ka pale avec li. I really don't like to do services for young people in such age, being so young, because as a funeral director, even though we are in the back, we actually feel the pain for the family, and as a mother, I can feel the pain for the family as well. I can only hope that when you all wake up in the morning, perhaps you'll find some strength knowing that he's at peace. Probably jumping and dancing with the Lord, speaking to him in a physical form, which we all hope one day that we can actually do when we go, because this is not our home. Mami, m konnen son chrétien yé. Vous connaissez la Bible en dit que le corps absent de monde, li présent avec bon Dieu. The family, let me repeat that. The Bible says to be absent in the body is to be present with the Lord. My condolences go to every single one of you here today, those that are here and those that cannot make it. I want to thank the family with the deepest of my heart. Merci. Parce que vous avez ban nous faire service. C'était un plaisir que vous avez ban nous service pour nous faire service pour June. It was an honor. I want to thank you for allowing us to service you in your most difficult time. And I want to thank every single one of you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with the family, as it was stated before, for your calls, your flowers, your presence here today. You could have been anywhere else, but you were here. And the family, on behalf of the family, I want to thank you for being here. Now, the family, as a token of their appreciation for your presence here today, they would like to break bread with you. And I believe it is here that they will be having a repast. So they're hoping that you can stay and break bread with them this afternoon. Now, for those of you who will be accompanying the family to the cemetery, once you exit this building, I want you to return to your vehicle and turn your emergency lights on. And I need you to sit and wait for the escort to give you direction. Do not pass the limo, which is the family van. Follow the black limousine. Don't pass. Turn your lights on. And for those of you who are not going to the cemetery, please allow those who are going to the cemetery to exit here first. Do not exit. If you wish to stay, then you will wait for the family at the repass. Again, please do not pass the limo. Turn your lights on and follow the cortege to the cemetery. Now, my pallbearers, I have Junior, Jennifer, Chris, Shalandi, Shalom, Sonia, Chili, and Sharij. Will you please stand next to the 2 pews, 3 on each side? Actually 4 on each side, since it is 8 of y'all. So 4 on one side, and I will bring the casket to you, just 3 on each side. Okay, you can just move that just a little bit. 4 on each side, and I will bring the casket over to you. And we will actually go over I will give you instructions once we get there. We are going to reception out of the church to rest Jude into his resting place. As a respectful tradition, after the casket, the family will follow. After the family, starting from the front row to the last row, everyone will follow. Please do not leave until you get to the last row. Again, if you are going to the cemetery, get to your vehicle, turn your headlights on, and wait. And for those that are not going, thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence and your love for the family. Would everybody please stand? Are you done? What? You say what? Okay.
Et un jour